Reports are coming in that apparently Meghan Markle is going wah over the latest Family Guy episode. Hey up everyone, it's me, Steph, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, filling in for Andy today, and oh my goodness, yes, reports are coming in that Megsy is going wah over the latest Family Guy episode, and that it has left her absolutely humiliated as she deems it totally unfair. Oh my goodness. She believes that the quote savage attack from Family Guy creators was totally unfair, and she's desperate to fix the couple's reputation in the States. I mean, she thought that Family Guy episode was a savage attack. Did she not watch or get any information whatsoever in regards to what happened in the South Park episode, Worldwide Privacy Tour? But she's calling the Family Guy one apparently a savage attack, right, guys? Make that make sense. I thought it was quite tame in comparison, but sources close to Megsy and Hazza have claimed that the episode was an outrageous slur, as well as being unfair, and has left them feeling like they're not being taken seriously by people. Yeah, they're not being taken seriously by people because people don't buy into them, because people, like me, think they are, fake! That they only do things, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, for their own brand, for their own image, for the dollar bills. It's like we see right through them, guys, don't we? And then they feel that they can't catch a break after being caught in the attack from inside Hollywood. Yeah, they can't catch a break because, they've been attacking the royal family left, right and centre. They're doing all this charity stuff, but opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, myself and many other people think that they're not doing it out of the goodness of their hearts. They're doing it for themselves, for their brand, for their dollar bills, for their Hollywood careers, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, right? And so they've revealed, the source, that the savage attack from the Family Guy episode has made it crystal clear that the tides have turned against them in America, and Meghan isn't having it. They said, Meghan said she won't be humiliated like this and is desperate for a solution. They're in full panic mode. Not like, should have been in full panic mode beginning of this year with the South Park episode. And then Chris Rock going after them in his Netflix stand-up comedy special. And then the rest of the celebrities that have gone after them this year. Like, panic mode should have been initiated at least earlier on this year. But it was Family Guy, which was the straw that broke the camel's back. Really? Especially when, you've seen the episode and, it is quite tame. So let's get into that. So the episode itself, for those that haven't seen it, Peter Griffin, he's at the bar with his mates and he's trying to think of ways that he can get money that he's owed back. He then comes up with the idea to go it alone, just like Hazza and Megsy with the Megxit situation, right? And then the scene then cuts to Hazza and Megsy sitting by a pool in their swimwear. There you go, exhibit A, right? At that point, a butler comes to them, hands them the millions from Netflix. As he hands them the money, he says, "Sir, your million from Netflix for no one knows what." And how he then replies, "Put it with the rest of them." As the butler rushes off, Megsy then gets a notification on her phone, and then she says, quote, "Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post from Del Taco." She says to her husband in apparent dig to the royals. Hazza then replies, "I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense." Now, that's the scene. That's it. It's like a 2-3 second bit, right? However, Megsy is apparently describing this as totally unfair, savage attack, outrageous slur, and that's left her humiliated. That's the moment that's left her humiliated and woken her up to the fact that, yeah, Hollywood ain't buying her shiz at all, hers or Harry's shiz. Really? Oh my goodness. Like I said, it should have been earlier on this year with the South Park situation and the Worldwide Privacy Tour episode. I mean, back then, reports were then coming out after the episode had aired that Megxie was upset after the, quote, brutal episode. But not only was she left upset, but she was left overwhelmed by the brutal takedown. And, I mean, admittedly, yeah, the South Park episode was a total brutal takedown, but it was a masterpiece in satire. It was absolutely like a chef's kiss. It was like, mwah. I watch it like quite a few times, actually, a month. It's so freaking funny, guys. But according to the Spectator at the time, Megxie was annoyed by the South Park episode and refuses to watch it, which you really think that she's refused to watch the South Park episode and that Family Guy episode with that little bit in there with her and Hazza at the pool? Yeah, right. She's watched it as many times as me, I'd bet. But apparently, at the time with the South Park episode, there were talks that Hazza and Megxie had got their lawyers involved and that they were watching the episode, going through it with a fine-tooth comb to try and find ways in which they could sue South Park. But the reports then came in that rumour, in terms of getting lawyers in, was boring and baseless. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised that when it comes to the Family Guy episode that was more recently released, that I think the same thing will have happened, that Hazza and Megxie would have got the lawyers in to watch that particular Family Guy episode to see if there was anything that they could pick up on, that they could grab onto to try and go after Seth MacFarlane, who essentially is the creator of Family Guy, right? Of course they would have got the lawyers involved to try and see if they could do Family Guy in, to fight back, to get revenge, right? Because they don't like it when people take the mick out of them. They don't like it when they're the topic of satire. They wanted to be treated seriously. Yeah. Okay. But the humiliation, guys, does not stop there, because earlier on this week, as we reported here on Popcorn Palace, the defamation case between Megxie and her half-sister, Samantha Markle, raged on. And yeah, we are now at the point where we are waiting for the judge to make their ruling in regards to whether the case will go to discovery or not. This is the final chance that Samantha has in order to try and push this defamation case against Megxie forward. Now, fingers crossed, all fingers, toes, everything crossed that does happen and Samantha does get a win out of this. And if that does happen, like I said, the humiliation for Megxie will continue, and actually it will get worse, because if this all happens, then she will be forced to reveal private messages, private emails, texts, everything. This will absolutely open Megxie up. And yeah, we'll start seeing even more receipts that could lead to further humiliation for Megxie herself. But right now, the humiliation that she's feeling is from the Family Guy episode. With that being said, guys, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to Popcorn Palace, turn that notification bell to all, like this video, and comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's on this one. Also as well, go one step further, become a member today on Popcorn Palace, a prince, princess, king or queen, and get exclusive content from Andy and I. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning into today's video and hearing me out. I really appreciate all your faces, and until the next time, you guys, laters.